Steve Quayle again. I'm going to get you up in the near future. All the games are over, all the denials. We were right about it all. We studied the New World Order. We had our facts straight. And now the enemy's coming down on us with economic conquest and physical conquest. We can educate the public in a crash course that this is all being done to destroy their future and let the public understand that working through the system will destroy them. We can maybe turn this around if we hit our knees and ask God to forgive us. But 50 million abortions later, God isn't in a mood, I don't think, to do that. And the evil just increases. You know, in every case in history, Steve, when a nation becomes wicked, it becomes conquered and enslaved and massacred. And it looks like that's coming now to the Western world.
Well, absolutely. And when people ask me what they can do, and I'm serious, I say this. Don't worry about Nostradamus. Don't worry about 2012. Worry about what Jesus, who's the book of Revelation, is written about. And I make no apologies. People have got to get their hearts right with Jesus, because this thing is not only in the natural realm, it's in the supernatural realm. Alex, you spent so much of your time and effort in your documentary about the Bohemian Grove. There are guys that are absolutely blood-sacrificing Luciferians who offer live children to, incredibly evil entities, and these are the rulers and leaders of the world. I want to say something about gun control, too. The bottom line is anyone that will take your gun will take your life.
Oh, my gosh.
People had better... I'm making that statement. Don't get mad at Alex.
Oh, no. I just freaked out because I am so conditioned and so ready for our guns to be taken that I forgot they have introduced a bill, the Democrats have, to totally ban guns. And I read the bill last night and couldn't believe it. Kurt Nimmo did a story at Infowars.com, and I hadn't even covered that. I knew I was forgetting to cover something. I mean, Steve, we're being hit so fast here.
Right, and I got to say this, and I've said this, and I've been told this. I've been told this by numerous, too many sources. I mean, and generals and admirals I don't know through friends of mine, but they all say the same thing. The bottom line is this thing's going to get really bad. Stay out of it. By the way, there's going to be a fight. There's been a fight going on in the military. I talk about that, and people say, oh, how would he know? Well, obviously I can't know unless someone tells me.
Wait a minute. There was an Army Times article that the military, they do a poll every year, is the most unhappy with the federal government in its history, even more than Vietnam. And they don't trust Obama.
And the thing is, remember how the Marines greeted Obama with silence. That's why he wants a civilian police force, i.e. equally armed, to equal the military. Look, there are some wonderful people. I owe my life. You owe your life. We don't know all of our lives we owe, and literally to some pretty amazing people that at one time were located out of Austin.
Well, wait a minute. We know that just 6 months ago, Fox Fallon had to resign for refusing to stage terror attacks, and that it was military that refused, the Navy SEALs refused to stage terror attacks on our Navy ships for Dick Cheney.
Absolutely. And I can tell you this, that when Black Ops A fight Black Ops B, people die, and it's usually written off as a training accident. Again, Alex, this is something that I don't think people understand. What makes me, I got to be careful here, what makes me furious is that these men and women are some of the bravest, and they are some of the most absolutely, when I say invisible to the natural eye, they have to fight in secret, they die in secret, and their motto is that we all might live. And I want to say to those men and women, I don't know if they're at Alpha Site or wherever, but God bless you, thank you. There are a whole bunch of intercessors out there praying for the mighty men and women of valor and the entire military that took an oath to defend the Constitution of the United States and are not going to roll over and let the demons and these devils from hell just simply obliterate 200
And that's
million.
why they're bringing in foreign troops. And remember, it was in the mainstream AP a couple years ago that they're not just hiring foreigners, they're hiring aggravated felons. That means violent, arsonists, rapists. That was in the news, Washington Times and AP. People cannot believe this. They're replacing everybody with crooks and nuts and psychopaths and low IQ people. This is such a battle coming up. Folks, find out more about Steve Quayle at stevequayle.com, stevequayle.com, and all the great books and materials and information, and we should support him. I want to get you back up if you'll do it in the next few weeks for 2 hours so we can take phone calls, Steve. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thanks, Alex. Bye-bye.
God bless you, sir.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later gotta cut you down, sooner or later gotta cut you down. And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder.